Wow. Hello, we're live. Oh, there it is. Hello. Hi. Hi, everyone. Good evening, at least for where I'm from. Hi, Becca. Hello. Hi. I didn't even schedule this. I didn't think people would show up, to be honest. Hello from Dallas, Texas. Was it warm in Dallas today? Because here it was 70 degrees. And I couldn't enjoy any of it because I was a little sick girl today. And so was Elena. Hi from New York. Hi. You've never been this early? This is only the second time I think I've done a live on YouTube. Maybe the third. But I like you guys over here. Don't tell TikTok. So I got my tea. Let's see. Over on some part, I noticed an interesting. It's a cute cup, right? Don't look at my nails. It's a cute cup. It's a cute cup. Until, what is that? What is that? Why is it there? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Andrea Chavez, for coming in. That's so sweet. Hi from Ohio. República Dominicana. Hello. Yeah, I don't know why there's a random marijuana leaf on my cup. We're not gonna talk about it. It's still a cute cup. I'm drinking throat coat tea. You know what that is? It's well, I don't even really know how to make tea. I put a lot of honey and cream in there. It's very sweet. Hi, Alina. Hello. Hello. Oh, from Canada. Wow, I'm shocked. Oh, try with lemon. Oh, yeah, I should have put lemon in there. But do you add like cream with lemon? That seems like it would be weird. But I don't know. I'm not a tea drinker. Oh, it's brutal cold in Canada. I'm so sorry. Am I a singer? Marissa, no. Marisa, no. Absolutely not. But don't tell Elena that because she likes when I sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star every night. Okay, if I cough, I'm so sorry. It sounds really rough. Oh, my nails look terrible. Elena and I have been doing a nail party every Wednesday. So if you have any tips on how to get just regular nail polish and a regular top coat to last more than 48 hours, I would really appreciate it. I don't enjoy going to get my nails done. But then I look like this and it's annoying. Yeah, don't do lemon and cream, it will curdle, right? That's what I thought. Cream and tea sounds like a UK thing. I need it to be really sweet. I feel like cream makes it sweet. Oh my gosh, thank you. Good humor, good messages. Appreciate you. Thank you, Kirkland. Thank you. That's very sweet. Hi from DC. Oh, thank you, Lily. A good base coat. I don't even have a base coat. Okay, I need help. Yes, I do need help. Thank you, Laura, my latest project. So, I really wanted to. Oh, let's make sure I'm still wearing my bra. It's been a long day. Okay, I am. Oh, I really want. Mr. Because I looked at me. I really want to, for long form YouTube, it's like my goal to just be better at it for 2025. So I've decided to hire a co star and not pay them any money. It's Mr. Picosa because I need some help. And I was like, why don't I use my greatest asset, which is Mr. Picosa, to be like more in the long form video so that way he can edit and do stuff and blah blah blah. And it's been really fun to brainstorm ideas together already. But what I need from you is the first video I want to do, Mr. and Mrs. Picosa style, is hold on. So sorry. Is a Q&A video. So, do you have any questions that you would want answered? It's not like I'm a guru and would have a good answer, But give me some questions that I could use in the Q&A video. David is here, like, getting ready to take screenshots, but like, I was like, if I'm going to answer questions, why don't I just ask them directly what kind of questions they would ask? You know what I mean? So yeah, throw out your questions and we can chat. And I'll take how many kids do we want total? Well, I can answer that. That's an easy one. 3. That's it. Deep sigh from Mr. Vicosa in the corner. That's okay. What made you make a channel? Would I ever go back to social work? The story of how we met. Okay, Pauline, that's a good one. I was thinking, but I was like, does anyone actually want to know that? But Pauline, you said it, and we will absolutely add one there. Yeah, look out for my brother. I did not tell my brothers I was on live. Usually I just don't tell them because they will come in and harass me. So, yeah. How do you get your children to do things drama-free? I'm not a wizard, but I have a few tips. Question, what is his response when you told him you wanted to try vlogging? Oh, what part of the Bronx is your mom from? I couldn't answer that question directly. I don't know the exact street. She's not from the part that J-Lo was from because she makes it a point to tell me that J-Lo was not from her block, the actual block, and that J-Lo lived on the block that everybody wanted to live. So I'll have to ask her though. Am I the middle child? I'm not the middle child. I'm the oldest. Don't I give eldest child energy? Do you both follow the same faith? Oh, Bible work together, married couple, Bible work together. That's a good question. Are you getting all these?
I'm just taking screenshots.
You're just taking screenshots. Okay. Oh, your testimony in a way you feel like you can share on the internet. Oh, Pauline, that's a good question again. I like that. Okay. Thank you, Lex. All right. You used to work with my mom and you heard her say the same thing about J-Lo. I'm going to have to tell her that because it's on repeat. I don't blame her. I don't blame her though. Oh man. Thank you for appreciating my nice lime washed walls, custom. Don't look at that. My chair did that. Just smudge on the wall. But yes, I figured if I'm gonna do more long form YouTube, I need to have like an area. Also, I've been doing. Can you guys hear me? Okay. I feel like it's low. It is what it is. Oh, tips for a social work student. Okay, you can't. I don't feel like I'm yelling, but the backstory of why I started to make content, how it changed your family, and when your channel took off. Oh, that's a very thoughtful question. Okay, I like that. Did I know how to cook before I got married? Yes. Actually, maybe David should answer that question. That's funny. Do I ever get anxious? All the time. I use a very clinical strength, highly medicated deodorant. It comes in a set of 3 different products to keep my underarms under control because even just talking to a cashier will make me nervous. Am I still very good friends with Fabuloso? Yes, I actually just did some interviews with them today. It's really simple. It's like different writers for like magazines or online news publications like Good Housekeeping, Apartment Therapy, Southern Living. They will be writing stories, especially now, about spring cleaning. And so Fabuloso will bring some of those people my way, and I just get to talk to people about cleaning and why I love Fabuloso. So it's actually really cool. I had 2 interviews today. It's another benefit of redoing my room. So I had a dedicated Zoom space because before I was doing it at the dining room table and anybody could walk by with no pants on. Thank you. Oh, do you struggle with seasonal depression? Oh, you're in Washington State. That's a rough winter. I'm so sorry. But yes, I do. Even in North Carolina, it gets kind of rough. Watching your videos made me want to buy Fabuloso. You should. You try it. You go to the dollar store. They have them in the smaller bottle so you could try it out and try out all your different scents. Oh, the Martin family loves your content. Thank you so much. Does the TikTok uncertainty affect you? It did. Yes. It was a rough week. It would be worse if I didn't have YouTube. I'm so thankful I started posting here. YouTube always feels a little intimidating, but you guys are very nice. I mean, I really have had no negative experiences, and I feel like this audience wants to be engaged a little bit more, where TikTok is like, I could be meeting new people all the time. But YouTube has been a great place to just experiment with new things. And I really want to get into long form content. So I think the key, bringing in Mr. Picosa, will do something new, because I'm kind of like, it's boring to clean my house all the time. So I needed to like switch things up creatively, and he's just the perfect element for that. So he's basking in the glory of my praise right now. Thank you for being so relatable and real. Thank you for saying that, Sarah, Mama Bear McGee. That's very sweet. Was it hard to decide to become a stay-at-home mom? For me, it's something that happened just kind of naturally. That wasn't ever my dream per se. I know for a lot of people it is, and that's their goal. And when they do that, they're like absolutely staying home. But I had Daniel, and then I just never went back to work. Just couldn't leave him. David was in the Army at that time, so it was a really common thing to have stay-at-home moms in the Army. So it felt like, oh yeah, I'm in this community, why not? And then never went back to an office. And I don't think I don't think I ever will, because having to interact with men in an office setting is just awful. I'm so sorry, but I feel like there's mostly women here. Now I don't have to talk to a man. I don't ever have to, except for David, but he doesn't count. So yeah, I love having my own little bubble. It's nice. It's the worst. How do you teach your culture with your children as a Christian? Your children are biracial. I'm not sure how to balance that as a recently new Christian. That's a really good question. I think I have it a little bit easy because my support system are all God-loving, very strong people, my parents and David's parents. So I get to learn from what they did and a lot of the things they did right, and really just copy that. As far as the culture part, I put Daniel in a dual immersion school. We just throw him in there. But yeah, that could be a whole video on itself for sure. What's your favorite Puerto Rican food? You love carne guisada from West Virginia. What? They're Boricuas in West Virginia. Wow. I think boiled guisado is my favorite. And then this year, well, I guess winter is kind of almost over. I want to get good at making all the different soups, the sancocho, the ones with the the sausage. I forget what the actual name is, but where you just put a whole cob of corn in there. That's what I really want to get good at. Andrea, just post on YouTube. There are way less creators. The ratio of creators to like viewership on YouTube is so low. They really want people to start posting on YouTube. And I just started posting shorts, and I worked my way into long form videos. And I don't think you need a super high production quality for people to at least connect with your content, because mine, watching the first video I ever did, was a little rough, but people liked it. So you never know if you don't try, but I totally understand. Lily Henry, how long have you had your channel? I think I've been doing it not very long, like in the time span, social media, not very long, maybe since 2020. I just started talking about my day-to-day as it revolved around cleaning. I think you don't need a niche, but I think that makes it easier to brainstorm ideas in the beginning, and then you can kind of branch out. But you don't need anything to start. You need a decent phone that doesn't have grainy appearance and some good lighting, and just start from there. Start throwing those darts at the wall, but don't overthink it. Just post it. 3 tasks a day work so well for you. Oh, good. Ooh, that's awesome. Oh, thank you, Donna. Thank you. Hi from Australia. Thank you for sharing real mom content. It's refreshing not to see everything unrealistic on social media. Yeah, I've had to like really control the people I follow. And there are a lot of really awesome creators who keep it real, but also like educate and share their tips. And they are true experts, even more than me, in like the art of homemaking and running a house. So I love learning from people that keep it real. I'm not into fake curated stuff, which is why I don't do well on Instagram at all. I think I might crash out on Instagram one day because I want to self-sabotage over there. I don't like being over there. But so many people have told me they don't have TikTok and they're glad that I post videos over there. So I thought about Pauline. Oh my gosh. Every time I see your questions, I'm like, this is good. Then I look at the name and it's you. Have I ever thought about posting a Bible study long form video? I have never thought about it. I'm not sure if I would be good at it. And Christian content does intimidate me because I'm just trying to read the Bible, period. Don't know if I have much to teach anybody, but I certainly could do more vlogs or talking videos about my struggles with the Bible and how to incorporate it into my daily routine. And that's probably as far as I would go. Not to be rude, but gotta go. Bye, Samantha. It's okay. Oh my gosh. Go get some sleep. Guadalupe. Okay. 3 kids, and that's it. 3. Okay, and it's taking a long time for this last one. Thank you, Rebecca. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, hello from Brooklyn. I want to come back. I would go back to that same exact spot, and me and Mr. Picoso would just eat the whole time. It was fun to go on an adventure, but I missed him a lot, which is a weird thing for me to say because I'm very independent, but being somewhere new without him was weird. Look at me. Hello from Argentina. My dad was just there. I'm not sure what part, but it was gorgeous. Would I ever hire a nanny or a housekeeper as my content takes more time? That's a really good question. For me, no, that's not something I want to do if I'm still making content because I think, while I totally think it's wonderful that you do that and outsource the labor, if you can afford to do that, that's amazing. And these people are serious professionals. I'm not a professional. They would clean my house so much better than I do. But I think one of the foundations of my content is that I am the one scrubbing the toilets and cleaning. And let's see what's actually possible for a stay-at-home mom to do without going absolutely insane. So if I think I outsourced some of the essential parts of my job, then my content would reflect that. And I would get really boring because I'm not that interesting. You know what I mean? Thank you, Luna. Thank you, Frankie. My voice is so soothing. I'm trying not to yell. Maybe that's why. I had an awful cough, so I'm trying to keep it. Are you in your forever home? No, don't remind me about it. We had to move here so quickly. There wasn't a lot of options. I'll probably never move into a fresh, like new build unless I was the one to design it and pick out all the stuff. Because new builds are wonderful if you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, and it has very little character, so you're just responsible for bringing every piece of character into it. I am not experienced in that way as this is my first home, but I am thankful. I like the area where we're at. I'm not in a rush to move. I like to make some changes to this place enough so we can like sell it one day and it would be like not looking fresh off of freshly built, you know? But we have time. We have time. Oh, thank you, Becca. Oh, you guys are funny. Have I thought about audiobooks? No, I haven't. I think doing the videos really gets my fix for wanting to record and be creative in that way. Audiobook people, like they apply for jobs. They have a nicer setup than I have in terms of like audio recording. And that would be like a whole separate project that I couldn't manage. But maybe if I ever stopped videos and got off of social media, that could be something I'd explore potentially for sure. Will you show why you were in New York City for only 24 hours? Yeah, Febreze invited me on a trip to experience the Febreze Plug Boost. It was really cool. I don't get to do trips very often at all. So I think 24 hours, maybe 2 days would be the max that I would want to be away from home, especially during the week, because that's a lot on Mr. Picosa at home. But yeah, I don't want to be left alone at home for 2 days with the kids and like never getting a break. So, but he's very supportive and he was like, you need to go. And I did, and it was awesome. But I'm had to be home. Any tips for a first-time mom? How not to be so hard on yourselves as moms? Selena, that's a really good question. I think having a supportive community is really helpful. So if there are any voices that are making you doubt yourself, delete or block those people or unfollow them. I would say sometimes social media is the worst place to be if you're feeling insecure in motherhood, but then you could also find people that you really relate to. But if I'm in an unhealthy place, the last place I want to be is on social media. And at the end of the day, I think with more experience, you get more confident. If you're a first-time mom, everything feels new and uncomfortable. But I feel way more confident now, like 6 years into my journey, than I did at the beginning. So a lot of it's just time and experience. And if you do decide to take advice from people, you take the meat and spit out the bones, you know? That's not funny. Why is he laughing? What about writing a book? I don't know if I have the time to write a book. Rosa, te amo. Oh, te amo mucho. Hi. More fashion content? Thank you. Pauline, I swear. I want to. I need to be more intentional. I'm not a planner. So usually my content is just, what am I doing? What needs to be cleaned in my house today? And I'm not good at planning other things. And I can be a little scared to post outside of my norm. But yeah, I would love to do that more, actually. Because getting dressed is a big part of my day. What's my favorite joke? The orange head joke.
No, I'm listening.
Oh, there was a joke that David told me when we were not dating, but we had met at a family lake day because our parents know each other. And he told a joke. It was very dumb. But I went home and told everybody how funny this joke was. Maybe just because I liked him. And it was something about orange head. Something orange. I don't know. It was a very silly dad joke that if I heard today would not be funny. But because he said it, I remember talking about that and retelling the joke to everyone because I thought it was funny. Who do I watch on YouTube? I don't watch a whole lot of people, but I do have some favorites, and both of them I've been lucky enough to meet in person. Time and Tenderness, which she is an expert in anything homemaking. She is also Puerto Rican, and I got to meet her when I went up to DC. And then my Zimmy, I met her on another trip, and she was the first creator ever to really encourage me on TikTok, to tell me how it is, and helped me on these social media streets. And that has stuck with me for a long time. So both of them are beautiful and amazing. But if you have a channel, I would love to follow you and support you because I think the best thing about this is building a community. So yeah, let me know if you have a channel. I'll follow you. I follow anybody. I mean, mostly. Did you find the joke?
I did.
You have to come over here to share it.
Would people like to hear the joke?
Does everyone want to hear the joke that made me fall in love with David?
Okay. All right. Hello, people. I'm going to read it because I don't have it memorized. So, a man walks into a bar. As he's ordering a beer, he happens to glance down towards the other end of the bar and see a man with a big orange head. As the bartender brings his beer, the man asks, "What's with the guy with the big orange head?" The bartender chuckles. "Yeah," he says, "that's a heck of a story, all right. Why don't you go buy him a drink and maybe he'll tell you about it?" So the man walks over to the guy with the orange head, introduces himself, and offers to buy him a beer. The guy with the orange head says, "Let me guess. You want to hear about the head?" The first guy says, "Well, yeah, if you don't mind." The man with the orange head says, "All right, Lord knows I've run it over in my mind a million times. Anyway, so it's like this. One day, I was walking along a beach when I stubbed my toe on something. I looked down, and there, sticking out of the sand, was an antique lamp. So I picked it up and brushed away some of the sand when a big cloud of blue smoke erupted from it. When the smoke cleared, a genie was standing there, and this genie said to me, 'Thank you for freeing me from my 5,000-year confinement. For doing this, I will grant you 2 wishes.' So I think, wow, okay. And I do what many people would. For my first wish, I wish to be fantastically wealthy." So the genie swaps his fingers, and suddenly I'm covered in jewels. Hundreds of necklaces, 3 rings per finger, a crown on my head, and a chest full of gold next to me besides all that. Next to me besides all that.
Oh, no, we're losing it. Finish it up. Wrap it
Grammar.
up.
At this point in the story, the first man is in amazement. He just can't believe what he's hearing. Eager to hear the rest, he says, "So what was your second wish?" The man with the orange head slowly takes a sip of his beer. He puts it down and says, "You know, this may be where I went wrong. I wished for a big orange head." There's so many people that are so mad at me right now in this chat.
That's the same thing that happened when you tell it the first time. Everybody was mad, but I thought it was funny. He had us all captured for like 3 minutes.
A classic,
So
it's like
stupid.
a classic anti-joke, you know?
Yeah, then we had a big debate on what an anti-joke is.
Yeah, are anti-jokes even funny?
Mhm.
Anyway, now you all can debate.
Yeah, womp womp. Oh my gosh. Yeah, not funny. You missed it because of a commercial? Oh, dang. It was so bad. Just Google on Reddit, big orange head joke. Thank you for the presentation.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. It was story time. You know what I think it was is that he has a really nice voice. So I wasn't really listening to the joke. I was listening to his nice, smooth baritone.
Background, sir. Wow, okay.
Say the background, sir.
Harsh.
Oh.
Fair, but harsh.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I must have really liked him. Yeah, I did. You'll have to wait till the video to hear that story. It's just too long of a story to tell about how we met.
I told had 3 wishes too, because what genie grants only 2 wishes?
Yeah, that's weird.
I feel like I've jumped.
Oh, your mom uses the products and she loves them? That's great. By getting over the flu, it certainly felt like I had the flu, but I think it's just a cold. Usually the first 2 days, 2 or 3 days, depending on how bad it is, I feel like I've been hit by a truck, like muscle fatigue. Oh, that's what. Bye, Blob. Bye. So that's what I was doing today. Was basically just sleeping in different parts of the house, and Atlanta is sick too, which is very, very sad. What's my favorite song at the moment? My kids have been obsessed with listening to the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack. So I did something right because they asked to play the pirate song all the time, and I love soundtrack music from movies, and Hans Zimmer is one of my favorites. So it might have been Brooke Kindness. Oh, I hope not. Oh, hi from Puerto Rico. You're living in Alaska? How does that happen? Oh my gosh. My kids are sleeping sound asleep. Thank goodness. Oh, thank you. Hi from Ireland. Wow. How are you guys doing? How's everyone handling the weather, the beginning of the year? We doing okay? Any praise reports? I set a boundary that I would only be on here for an hour. Oh, it hasn't even been 30 minutes. That's why I have my whisper voice. Oh no. Is that you? I see David is in the chat, but I thought it was one of my brothers. He's being nice. Where would I like to be 5 years from now? Maybe looking at preparing to build or buy our dream home, final forever home, whatever you call it. The way of talking in your shorts is like a series from Telemundo. Oh, but like not Ugly Betty, La Fea Más Bella. That was like the first telenovela I watched with my mom. I remember that one. Oh, you're getting better from the flu. My parents just had the flu too, which is crazy. I'm from upstate New York. Do I see myself staying in North Carolina? Yeah. I don't want to go any more north than this. I like being in the South. For the weather, the people are nicer, in my opinion. And I absolutely do not want to move to the West Coast, so East Coast all the way. I saw something. Batman or Iron Man? Batman. Don't get me started into that. Thank you. I'm sure I feel better soon. It's going around. Yeah. Pretty bad flu going around, which sucks. They've been closing down school districts. What are the bugs like? Oh, we got lots of bugs. So if you don't like bugs, I don't know where you can go where there's not going to be bugs, but we have lots of palmetto bugs and such. But the food makes it better. You ready to, West Coast here, but ready to move somewhere to sunshine? Yeah, it's hard when your family moving all the way across the country. It would be really hard. I wouldn't want to leave my family. My parents are in South Carolina, so we'll probably be staying close. As I get older, I'm learning that being by family, being by my parents and grandparents in general is just what I want to do. I would love for my parents to move to Charlotte, but they bought their dream home, so they're not going to be leaving. Southern people are a lot nicer. Yeah, when I was walking around in Brooklyn and in the city, nobody was smiling. I kept my head down and I was just mean mugging everybody, so no one would talk to me, and no one was really that nice. It was very different. In the South, everybody at least smiles and waves or gives you like a little nod or something. Do I have any house projects coming up soon? This year, I really want to do, figure out what I'm doing with the playroom. At least paint these walls upstairs, like in our foyer upstairs landing. And then we need to do some like built-ins in our living room because everything is open concept and there's like no architectural interest in this home. It's just walls. Like we don't have shelves, nothing. So I definitely need to find someone who can do built-ins, but that's expensive and I don't even know how to start doing that. So, this is a good question, Cheryl. Do I prefer to watch a sitcom or a movie or vice versa? I don't like sitcoms, but I do love procedural cop shows. They bring me lots of comfort. I went through a big phase in high school. So right now I'm going through and rewatching Hawaii Five-0, which put me in a huge Hawaii phase. My mom was so insulted that I was obsessed with the wrong island. But that show is not that great, but it's like so comforting. If you know, you know. So yeah, I'd much prefer to watch a cop show or some type of movie. I'm not sure if there's a lot of good movies out right now. I know Captain America is coming out, and I typically love superhero movies. Yeah. And then saw the trailer for Fantastic Four. Now that one looks interesting. Did you see that, David? The new trailer for Fantastic Four with Pedro Pascal. He's right. No, it looked very interesting. It was like a retro.
Most overhyped person in Hollywood.
I can't believe you said that. I love Pedro Pascal. Anyways, Hawaii Five-0 is awesome. Or NCIS. Yes, but only like vintage NCIS with the old guy, Gibbs. He was so good. Yeah, that was a good show. When do you and your husband, when did we buy our first home? And how did you guys start your lives together? He made me come with him to Fort Drum, New York, but to do that, he said we had to get married. So I married him and then he took me immediately to Fort Drum. And it was a rough way to start a marriage. Yeah, David, Pedro is the best. Favorite trip? It wasn't with David, which is sad, but when my mom and I went to Puerto Rico, it was like a lifetime experience that I've always wanted. And we did a lot of really cultural experiences through Airbnb. You can book the cultural experiences. So we did drum lessons, which turned into us getting invited to go to La Perla. And it was crazy and amazing. And I will never forget that. We partied in La Placita, took salsa dancing lessons. So that was like, and like, we planned a few things, but we were really going with the flow and both of us are on the same page. So if she was tired, I was usually tired and wanted a break. So we just like strolled around and just found all these things to do last minute and just loved being with each other in Puerto Rico. But I need to bring David. But I don't like going without my mom. It's sad. You know, like if I went there, I'll just be thinking of her the whole time. And when I'm without David, I'm just thinking of him the whole time. So I saw someone mention they had commented about the nursery and how it caused a lot of questions. That is not your fault. I definitely thought that people would just see the crib, like, oh, they're trying for another baby, blah, blah, blah. That's my fault for confusing everyone. But yes, we were trying for a baby. I'm not afraid to mention it, but you know when you have like dreams, you know that saying like don't tell your dreams to everybody because some people will just poo-poo on your dreams. I don't want to open myself up to any negativity, but everyone's been really positive except for that one person that accused me of destroying Mother Earth because I wanted to have another child. But they can literally go touch grass. So. And it's a little, you know what, that's a sensitive topic for people. And I don't want to make anyone feel bad or whatever. You know what I mean? I have some boundaries. Ugh. Hold on 1 second. I need a moderator. Come on. Oh, yeah. How do I make you the mod? Oh, I can make you the moderator. Oh, I can put people in timeout. Okay. Manage. You can block words and also okay. Can manage block words and change chat modes and also has capability of stand-in moderator. I think I'm managing coordinator. Oh, I mean, there you go. Tell me if that gives you the power. Your best friend is Boricua, and she's excited to learn more about her heritage. And I recently discovered that you have Spanish roots as well. Wow. That's amazing. That's really cool. You have something else to dive into. You have power. David's very happy. I don't know why I think of that. Usually I don't ever need to. Yes, I am Boricua. Mm-hmm. Hi, Diana. Hi. You're also trying to get pregnant for the first time. Oh, I'm sending you lots of baby dust and prayers and love. That's a lot. Toa alta. Oh my gosh. Sol Maria. Hello. How are you doing out there? Oh my goodness. Hi. I'm going to come visit you soon. I want to get back. It's hard to travel with children. And it's like, do I want to take my kids? Well, although the flight from here is not that bad. It's just like 4 hours. But traveling with kids out of the country is a lot. We could barely handle Disney World. Oh, you're so sweet, Paige. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Advice for navigating complicated family relationships, Chloe. I think my advice is very minimal because truly I have a wonderful family and so does David. So there's not a lot of toxicity, and I accredit that to them being God-fearing, loving people. They are a bit zany, David's family, and my family is a little bit too relaxed sometimes. My brothers are insane. But we had to learn a lot about how to establish boundaries for us as a couple, and it's like a learning process. And it required a lot of conversation between me and David, and that is not something that immature people know how to do. So we had to grow in our maturity a lot for sure. I'm not sure if you and your husband ever did a long distance relationship, but if so, would love to hear tips and advice for that. Oh, wait, long distance, like, oh my God. With a guy living in Durham and you're in DC. Oh, that's not too bad. I mean, it's pretty far when you love someone. We did long distance for a little bit, and it was rough. I visited him a lot in Georgia, 4-hour drive. But we also got married pretty quickly. We got engaged in November, and then, married the following. Oh yeah, we were engaged for a year. But we got engaged after 3 months of knowing each other. So when I had a ring, I was confident. And everything just seemed better when you have a ring. But I don't know if that's helpful advice. Hi from Australia. Hi, lots of people from Australia. Well, that's crazy. You're having your first child tomorrow? You're having your first child tomorrow, Victoria. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, Heavenly Father, I pray over those doctors and Victoria and her family. Help her to have a healthy pregnancy, delivery, baby, and healthy body. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I'm sure you're feeling all of the emotions right now. Wow. When you come back to Puerto Rico, we have to meet. I would love to meet you. Absolutely. There are no rules. I would travel to wherever you are. Show me around your block, please. Show me everything. I just want to learn. Oh my goodness, that would be so cool. You had a baby 3 months in? Stop, Emily, you're funny. You're married now. It's been amazing for years. You're funny. Any advice for dealing with anxiety? Oh, Lexi, it's so funny. Once I turned 30, okay, I got 20 minutes. Okay, because I gotta take this nighttime sleeping medicine. When I turned 30, I developed some anxiety that I'd never felt before. I think it was hormonal. I don't know. But in my luteal phase, just anxious all the time. And when it comes to stuff around the house, I've learned to get all my thoughts on pen and paper in terms of things I need to do. I like to make a list of things to do right away, things to do later, and then like things that do not have to be done, long-term things that I cannot control. And writing that out always kind of simplifies and keeps my focus. Also, I don't know if you're a woman of faith, a woman of the good book, but if I'm not reading my Bible, the anxiety is worse. There's something about the peace that the Bible and God's word can bring that I truly cannot describe. But I also have people in my life that I trust that are smarter than me that I can vent to. I need to learn more techniques. So that's literally all I got. But usually my kind of weeks of being really anxious, I know they will end soon. I know that I'm safe and secure. I have a house, a family that loves me, and I can just rest in those things that I know will always be there. Usually I'm anxious about nothing, truly. Or something that I said on the internet that I think is going to upset people. So generally I try not to do that, but that gets boring. So sometimes I'll just say stuff. And if you get angry, you're just going to have to live with it. And I'm saying that, but I don't believe it in here. It's like, I gotta work on it. Hi, Micah. Oh, cats are alien. That's really sweet. Thank you. That's a nice comment. Oh, you got bullied for making a YouTube channel? Then those people are not your friends, and they need to be sifted out of your life. That's crazy. I'm sorry that happened. You have social anxiety and medication has really helped. I'm glad. My friends recently tried that, and it's been very helpful. So absolutely talk to a doctor for sure. Hi. Oh, thank you, Rosie. It helped me not to lose myself through motherhood. Stop it. Forever fan. Thank you for making me smile when it was hard to. May God bless you and your family. Jalen, you can't make another comment like that for a while, please. That's amazing. It's amazing for someone to say. That's really cool. Do you have a favorite Bible verse? Listen, River, I'm going to disappoint you. No, I don't. What I enjoy the most about the Bible, I'm really loving the Bible Project podcast. I love having moments where like something connects culturally within the context of like the Bible culturally, and it makes sense. And I feel like, oh, wow, that's what the author was trying to say, and seeing it in a new light. So I love those types of moments, but I need to stay more consistent for sure. What's happening? What did I miss? Nothing. Nothing happened. Oh, you guys are too nice. God's word can be therapeutic for sure. And so can a licensed therapist. I think both is essential for sure. Hi. I love your videos. Can you tell me hi? It would mean a lot to me. Lorraine, hello. Hi. Thank you for joining the live. My kids are doing great. I love when you post your bloopers and your videos. Oh man, I need to do that. I love watching other people do that. That's a good idea. I don't think I've done that in a while. Any advice for sleep training? My 5-month-old is on the struggle bus. Listen, there are a lot of techniques you can use, but the book I got a lot of, my information was called Baby Wise. And I did not do everything word for word. It just introduced me to cycles for a baby and routines that I could establish that worked for me, that really helped. My mother-in-law taught me about the book, so it's old. And some people are like, sleep training. I absolutely sleep train. Come on. I'm not an expert, but maybe you could check that out. They also have like Potty Wise. So that's what I was talking about before. If you're going to read a book, take the meat and spit out the bones, because you may not think something is going to work for your family, but then another concept or a principle may work as a foundation, and then you build upon it. But I feel for you. That is rough, for sure. You have 6 boys and 1 girl. Oh my gosh. You got your girl. Wait, that's so awesome. That is a fun collection, Bree. Holy crap, you have 7 kids? What kind of car do you drive? Do you drive a Sprinter van? At that point, you have to, right? It's buy like a multi-passenger van? Tell me. I want to know. Hi, Claudia. Hello. My moderator is on a roll. Your videos make my day after I went into remission. Congratulations, Karen Bush. That's amazing. That is amazing. Relief from little baby sleep. Amazing. And your 5-month-old was trained in like 2 days. See, these are the resources that we need. I would check that out. That's really cool. Mr. Picosa probably like Joshua. Oh, he's sharing his favorite Bible voice. Any advice on how I can rely on God to guide me through these scary times? You know, I like a few weeks ago, my pastor explained like our relationship with God is not like, or your closeness with God. It's not like, what's it called? It's not a yes or no. It's not you're close with God and you're not close with God. Like even throughout our day, we could be feeling really close to God, and then by lunchtime we're feeling really far from Him. So I think building up those reflexes of when I feel a certain way, I'm going to pray. And that's the first thing I do instead of opening up my phone to see what TikTok or YouTube has to say. I think those little habits that we can create some type of spiritual reflex and we go to God first with our anxiety is something I need to work on personally. I think it's less about studying 50 billion chapters in the Bible and knowing everything about the New Testament. It's more about letting God be the first person that you go to. And that takes like training in my brain, at least. So I'll be working on that as well. I literally watch all of your videos periodically just for fun. You do, River? Oh my gosh. That's so funny. I want to laugh. It's going to hurt my throat, but that is hilarious to me. Like, that's wild. Okay, you homeschool your oldest, and you're so troubled with sending him to school next year. One mama to another. How do you work through fears of sending your little to school? Oh, you're so normal for having those fears. I still have those fears. I think like the first few months are the worst. We're a kindergarten mom, but once I saw how he was coming home so happy and was talking about friends and what he was learning, I knew that was the right decision. Personally, I've never thought I could handle, or that I was called to homeschool. I was a product of public school. I came out fine. I know that's a terrible reason, but yeah, it was always going to be public school. And yeah, that's a lot of prayer for me. We pray every morning on the way to school. And there is a part of like letting go that I did not think would have to happen so early into this stage of motherhood. Kindergarten, they're 5 years old. I shouldn't be feeling that way. But I talked to a lot of people like David's mom and my mom who've done this before, who went through the same thing and who also felt the same way. And you get through it with a lot of prayer. At some point, you can't protect your kids from every single thing. And one day they're going to come home and call you brah. It's annoying. Faith is not a feeling, it's how we live. Yes, I love that. Oh, okay, wait. I'm reading this. Where did this? You like your video? Oh, I need. Hold on. Oh, this is a very sweet message. Dios te bendiga. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You're such an inspiration for me. Thank you. That's crazy, but so nice. Have you ever had insecurity about your height? Yeah, especially when I'm around my really cute. I'm hearing someone cough. really cute petite friends. I feel like a big giant monster. I do. Still to this day, I'm like, I just feel like this. But that all goes away when you marry a tall man. It's totally fine. So on a daily basis, no, I love being tall. It's great. Thank you for being so modest in your videos. Oh my goodness. The Christian stay-at-home mom who loves cleaning. That's very generous. That's a nice name. That's a nice name. Oh my goodness. Oh, Drew. Wow. That's inspiring. Wow. Hi, Kat. Also, I love it when you guys call me Rosita. It's so cute. I think it's so cute. You didn't miss anything, Kat. We're just chatting. I'm going to be here for about 10 more minutes. You're so short and you feel young around tall people. That's so funny. It's just backwards then for us. Do I have a new place I want to travel to? You know what? I'm so lame that I told David if I only ever went to the Caribbean for every vacation, I would be fine. They got the food, they got the music. I never have to worry about those two things. But if I go somewhere where the food's not so great and the music not so great, I'm going to feel like it's a disappointment. I would love eventually, I've never been to Europe. I would love to do an Italy trip with Mr. Vigosa. Just us, not taking my kids. Well, that's like long term. Do I have any advice on bullies at school? You know what my mom told me and all that is David says that violence is the answer, so look up in your student handbook what is allowed, what forms of torture will be acceptable that will not get you in trouble. But if you want to take my advice, you're not going to like it, but kill him with kindness. That's up to an extent. Like, you still got to stand up for yourself. So I think that's not, I don't know your situation. That's probably not the best advice to give out blindly. But if it's something where you can treat them kindly and make them feel really bad about themselves for acting like a degenerate human being to another human being, but at some point you have to stand up for yourself, and that can look like a lot of different things. Well, that sucks. I was made fun of a lot in school for my neck. I had a long neck. Hi, Alyssa. Hi. You're 6 foot. Oh, yeah. I'm like 5'10". So, yeah, you're even taller than me. But I would see you as a fellow tall girl. I would see you at my like eye level, and I would just want to stand next to you and talk to you. Like, this is great. I can look right at you. I don't have to look down. So I love meeting other tall girls. My little sister and I love it when Mr. Vicosa narrates the videos, especially the Target hauls. Oh my gosh, Hannah, you're so funny. I want to seriously bring him in to more long form content. He's been like editing this video. He's been doing such a great job because I just can't do it all. But he has an amazing voice, and I want to get him on the mic more because every time he posts a video, people go crazy. I'm like, this is an untapped resource for me. He's right here. So let's see. Not a mom or a very clean person, but I love watching your videos. I'm redoing my bedroom. Do you have any tips for keeping it clean and any organization tips for my closet? Okay. Alani Lover. Well, I think the best tip I could give you is to stay on top of decluttering your closet. You could do a big declutter purge, or you could just start with like 15 minutes a day, or maybe just once a week. You go in and you purge 10 items. You have 10 items, I'm sure, that you could give away. But focus on keeping your bedroom decluttered and finding homes. I use lots of baskets in my closets, lots of baskets on the floor for blankets. And it takes a while to see what's going to work with your space. But the first thing you'll have to do to keep a peaceful bedroom is to stay on top of your clutter, because you cannot clean clutter. So when I was doing the cleaning method in the beginning, I was like decluttering 15 minutes a day to prepare my house to be able to clean it easier. And don't overdo it. You don't have to pull out like a 3-hour project, but set a timer, declutter, and slowly but surely your space will be a lot more manageable. Okay. Oh my goodness, Lily Henry, that's a beautiful testimony. Wow. Love your videos. Tell me you want to clean more as a teen girl, because you're also Puerto Rican and Christian. Oh, stop it. Anytime a teen person comes up to me, it makes me really emotional. One time I was at a nail salon. This is like maybe one of the last stories I can tell you. I was at a nail salon. I had like a baseball hat on. I was looking a little rough. I don't ever go to the nail salon. I just don't like it. But this girl came in. I saw her like kind of look at me, but I didn't think anything of it. And then apparently she was whispering to her mom and freaking out. And the actual owner of the salon came up to me and was like, I don't want to bother you, but this girl over here really wants to say hi. But we don't want to interrupt your appointment. And I was like, bring her to me. Bring her. I hugged her and we took a picture. And anytime a young person says that they recognize me, it's crazy, but so sweet. And she was so kind. I just want to hug on her and tell her that she's amazing and to stay in school. I was just like, protect her. Oh my goodness. It was very, very sweet. Do I have ever thought to travel to Asia? I absolutely, well, you know what? I'm a little nervous because I know nothing about Asian culture and it's very different. But David has been to Japan and he talks about it all the time because he's a well-traveled, cultured person. I would absolutely go with him. But everything I've heard is that that's a once-in-a-lifetime trip and that everyone should go there. So yes, I would totally do it. Oh, thank you, Lori. Okay, so y'all, her model height, rub it in. Oh my goodness, it does help to be able to reach the top of the fridge. That's when some people are like, oh, I thought you were short. You give off short girl energy, but you're literally the height of your cabinet. So like, yes. You had a Chrysler van and everyone has their own seat. Okay, yes. I will never go back to any other car. Maybe when my kids are older, potentially, but not anytime soon. I've been, you're having a massive sale on your resale shop? Oh, while decluttering your closet. Oh, now that's smart. You're so funny. Oh, my moderator is saying I have only 5 minutes. But thank you so much. I all the people who came in a little bit later, I asked for questions for me and Mr. Picosa to do in our next Q&A video. I have some things that pop up regularly, but I wanted to come to you guys and also to see how you are. I really, don't tell TikTok. I want YouTube to be my focus for 2025. So if you see me trying a bunch of crazy things, just know I'm experimenting. And YouTube is only one to give me a plaque. TikTok never gave me nothing. So, and with the kind of uncertainty of TikTok, I don't know what's going on, but I cannot dwell on it. I have something really cool here, and it's because of you guys that watch and comment. And it always blows me away because I always thought YouTube was so official, and like if you can make it on YouTube, like you're really doing it. And I think for anyone who's debating on posting, I think if you come in and you're genuine and you share your real life, people will resonate with whatever your story is. I literally did a video about me shaving my chair. You don't have to be specifically interesting. So, please teach your children at home to love everybody like Jesus did, but to not be walked all over. Absolutely, Brie. You said that perfectly. That's why I could say kill them with kindness. But then at some point, you're not going to walk all over me. At some point, mom is going to show up to the school. And I'm going to pound some faces. I could do a few days in jail for that. Hey, what's the catch? Still there? April, what do you mean? Oh, 4 minutes to post your questions. She's taking screenshots, and I'll pick a few to highlight in the upcoming long-form videos. Oh, hi, Paula. Hi. Oh, you found me on YouTube. I love that. That's so cool. Oh, besos. You didn't even know I was on TikTok. You're so funny. That's great. Because I'm not giving super big TikTok vibes, I guess. That's awesome. I do love YouTube. And I've heard that most people that do, I've kind of felt the vibe that most people that are on YouTube and watching shorts, like they're not really on TikTok like that either. So sometimes when I post the trend that's trending on TikTok, but then over here, they're like, why are you doing that? What's going on? for the Q&A, how do we juggle house chores? Yes. And that's going to be the big part of the video, is how do we, as a team, as a partnership, as two people that are romantically involved and legally together for the rest of our lives, how do we manage doing the dishes at the end of the night? You know what I mean? Okay, adios, mi gente. Oh, I don't want to say it wrong. Mi gente latina. Stop. Okay. Your reality is really fresh to see between shorts and TikToks. The TikToks of lies. Stop it. When did you two meet, and what is your story? Oh yes, that we're absolutely going to share that. What sect of Christianity are you? Non-denominational. Probably Baptist would be the closest thing, but you know. You've only ever watched me on YouTube. Wow, more live videos? I will. And I'll see you maybe once every other week. I could do it. Okay. Thank you so much for the feedback, for the encouragement. I appreciate all of you, specifically here on YouTube, so much. This has been the craziest adventure, and I'm excited to do some more fun things with you this year with Mr. Bigosa. So everybody have a great night. I love you. Goodbye.